Watchdogs of American politics have observed that the Democrats are losing their supposed upper hand when it comes to the upcoming congressional midterm elections. Now, there are many different factors that play into this, but one that stands out is that Trump has doubled down on good old-fashioned American warmongering. He's appointed notorious war hawks Pompeo and Bolton. He's ripped up the Iran deal, and he's even unleashed a torrent of missiles against the Syrian Arab Republic. More recently, he's appointed Gina Haspel, a.k.a. Bloody Gina, to be the head of the CIA. She was allegedly involved in the agency's torture program of the past. Now, we've got a lot of Democrats speaking up against Gina Haspel, but as long as she gets 2 of them to go along in her favor, she's clear to be confirmed. Already, we've got Joe Manchin from West Virginia, a Democratic senator, speaking in her favor.
I have found Gina Haspel to be a person of great character. She has worked in some of the most dangerous corners of our world, and I have the utmost respect for the sacrifices she has made for our country. I look forward to working with Gina Haspel.
Now, Joe Manchin is from West Virginia. That's a state full of conservative-minded Appalachians. While opposing war and torture might win the Democrats' friends up in New England, in red states, among conservative-minded Americans, these hardline Pentagon policies are crowd pleasers, not scandals. Now, remember the resistance, the folks protesting Donald Trump at every turn and taking leadership from Hillary Clinton? Well, those folks agree with Donald Trump on very few things, but among them is bombing Syria.
I really believe that we should have and still should take out his airfields and prevent him from being able to use them to bomb innocent people and drop sarin gas on them.
Even CNN, the network Donald Trump is accused of fake news, is with him when he's on the warpath. Remember when missiles were flying into Syria? Voices that usually opposed Donald Trump simply oohed and awed.
Donald Trump ordered a missile strike against the Assad regime in Syria. I support President Trump's use of American military power this week.
They even talked up the military equipment.
We are refueling the Saudi bombers that are dropping the bombs. It is said that thousands of civilians have died in Yemen because of this.
You know, there's a lot of jobs at stake. Certainly, if a lot of these defense contractors stop selling warplanes, other sophisticated equipment to Saudi Arabia, there's going to be a significant loss of jobs and revenue here in the United States.
When the media and politicians are telling Americans that war is good for business, don't be too surprised if you see U.S. public support for war. Let's recall how the media pushed the Americans to support the invasion of Iraq, and most of them went along with it.
We expect every American to support our military, and if they can't do that, to shut up. Our duty as loyal Americans to shut up once the fighting begins.
Trump campaigned with anti-war talking points, but the polls show that his hawkish turn hasn't really hurt him among the public. There seems to be a lot of Americans who are tired of war, but there's a pretty solid core of folks who believe that cruise missiles keep them safe, and that America First should refer to military strength. Caleb Maupin, RT, New York.